any property, including developed properties in Lagos, including houses, the government must provide alternatives. Yes. The government must pay compensation that is fair and just so that there is no displacement. A number of judgments have been referred to, and all the judgments are saying is that there shall be no displacement of people in any part of Nigeria without consultation with those who may be affected. Do you understand? Yes. You cannot just move to any side with bulldozers and continue to demolish. Some of the demolitions took place in the dead of the night when people were sleeping. Sometimes to wake them up and scatter them, the police fire tear gas. Schools have been destroyed. Medical centers have been destroyed. The children of the people displaced have been chased out of school by a government that is fighting to remove out of school children from the streets. We are therefore gathered here today to demand immediate compliance with the judgments of the Lagos State High Court, the Federal High Court, and the Community Court of Justice, ECOWAS Court in Abuja, which have ruled in favor of the waterfront communities, not just in Lagos. In Port Harcourt, we also had waterfront people that have been displaced. So, number one, we are asking for compliance with the judgments of domestic courts and regional courts on the protection of the rights of people in the waterfront areas of our country. Secondly, we are here in solidarity with the people that have been displaced in Lagos State. Thirdly, we are here to say enough is enough. We are here to say enough is enough. We are no longer going to allow any settlement inhabited by the masses to be demolished either in Lagos State or any part of our country. You can't take, under the Land Use Act, you cannot take a property from Mr. A and give to Mr. B. It's illegal. The government can take over a property for development for all of us, but the government cannot take my property and give to my friend here. It's not allowed by law. Even the Bible calls that robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's not allowed. So what they are doing is illegal. It is totally against the wishes of the Almighty God. We therefore want to warn here that the Lagos State government has no power to seize Makoko or any of the waterfront communities, develop same and distribute to the rich. This country belongs to all of us. Yes. Yes. Do you understand? Yes. That the equality of rights under the Nigerian Constitution. In the case of Maroko in 1990, the same set of lawless and wicked ruling class demolished Maroko in 1990. They claimed that the people there were endangered. And what did they do? They sand-filled the place and distributed to the rich in what they now call New Victoria Island. That must never be allowed in the case of Makoko, another community. In the case of Maroko, when the government did not provide any alternative, the people confiscated, they seized 2 government properties at Ikota and Abeson. Today, this government that is causing our people to cry, to weep, and regret being Nigerians, has given the 2 places, Ikota and Abeson, to a so-called developer who is offering 2-3 million per house, per unit. Do you understand me? We then call them, what is this for? Oh, well, can you use this to even rent a house in Lagos today? They have no answer. We are in court. And they have no defense to the case. We are gathered here to say the government of Lagos State, in partnership with many United Nations agencies, must start the development of water cities. Do you understand me? Yes. They have a project they presented to the United Nations because they were told you cannot displace the people, you cannot dispossess them of their properties. They said, no, we're not going to do that. We want to have water cities project. That is what they told the United Nations. This is the time to actualize that project. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. We now want water cities project. If you have been to Makoko, you will see what we mean. People on their own have built on top of water. What we're asking the government to do is to modernize and rebuild these structures so that our people can also enjoy their lives like the people in Ikoyi and Victoria Island. Abibabo. Why thanking you for coming? I want to appeal to you all to stand united, because a people united can never be defeated. Do you understand that? Yes, but we must take that home. A people united can never be defeated. A people united can never be defeated. Thank you very much. The government plan. The government has no plan to resettle the people in the waterfront communities in Lagos State. It is the House of Assembly of Lagos State that is suggesting that the people displaced in Makoko be taken to Agbowa in Ekpe. That is the proposal of the House of Assembly. The executive branch, led by the governor, has not reacted to that. So it's not a plan of the Lagos State government. It's a proposal of the House of Assembly. 2, we are saying here, and this came out in the hearing before the House of Assembly, that what the government had agreed to do and what the government had told the United Nations is that we are going to develop all the waterfront communities and we are going to build water cities project. Are you with me? Yes. And we're not dealing with Makoko alone. We are dealing with all the waterfront communities. And the court has said, Lagos State, thou shalt not displace them. Thou shalt not take their land from them. Lagos State has no order of court to take people from Makoko or Worosoke or anywhere to Agbowa. And it can't be your own decision alone. the people who are affected must be carried along, and that is the decision of the court. Do you understand? Yes. And if I may ask you, my brother, where is that land in Agbowa? Does the land there belong to the House of Assembly or the Lagos State government? Do you understand me? So the owners have not been contacted. Are you ready to have Makoko people as neighbors? Nobody has. The land there has not been acquired. And what is the extent of the land that you want to give? What do you want to put there as infrastructure? Are you just simply asking people whose properties have been demolished to go to Agbowa to do what there? Do you understand? It's a different matter if the government is saying, we have put up buildings there. This is your key because you lost your house. The roads have been tied. We have a mall there. We have a stadium there for your children. There's nothing like that. And we challenge them. When have they ever done that in Nigeria? That you have displaced people here and you have relocated them to a place that is suitable for human habitation. So it's a deceit. As far as the governor is concerned, as far as the Lagos State government is concerned, those places have been demolished. They want to develop them and distribute to the rich. That's what they have done all over since 1990. So when you say people are not patient, what do you mean by patient? 1990. That is 36 years ago that they demolished Maroko. So please, it's not a question of being impatient. Because if I ask you now, do you have the master plan of the project of the government? None. Just the House of Assembly that made the proposal. But the proposal is rejected by the waterfront community and their allies all over the country. What we're asking, develop where we are and allow us. Our people want to live a life of dignity. If you have been there, and people on their own, you can imagine the technology that people on their own, do you understand me, can put up a house on water. What does the government do? What is the government supposed to do? Is to erect structures there so that those houses, no wind can blow them. And then the government must make available all necessary infrastructure so that the government can even be proud that people who visit Lagos may want to ride boats from one part of the town to the other. And that's what they do abroad. They go out, they travel. Do you understand me? The one that will interest you so that you know these people are not our friends. There's what they call Oro in Lagos. Do you understand? When you have the Oro in Ikorodu, they say women must not come out. What has just happened in Delta now is that people took advantage of a festival to rape young girls. But in this age and time, how can you say you are imposing curfew? Who are you? Even in 2023, in Lagos, of all places in the world, some traditional rulers impose curfew in order to allow them to rig elections in Lagos. But some of our people in Brazil, in Cuba, in Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of them have turned these festivals into serious avenues to promote tourism. When they have the festival in Brazil and they are worshiping Ogun or Oshu or Batala, people go there from all over the world. But here, the government will not say anything. The government, I've read the government of Delta say we are going to prosecute the criminal. That's not enough. You must ban those who are making it impossible for our people to enjoy their freedom of movement. Do you understand me? So when you are talking of government, they have no plan. But when you say, well, we should be patient, our people have been patient for too long. People have died. Is this their wicked exercise? You understand me? And people have to demand for their rights. 2 weeks ago, the Lagos State government announced that we are going to bring back compulsory monthly sanitation. Do you know any city in the world today that people are asked to stay at home for 3 hours? Don't go out because you must clean your house. No, now. Then we told them, you can't do it. There's a judgment of the Court of Appeal against compulsory monthly sanitation. You know what they have done now? Meanwhile, this year, they voted more than 250 billion to clean Lagos State. Yes, go and look at their budget. But when people say no, the government has now changed it to voluntary monthly sanitation, etc. But they wanted to make it compulsory before so they can arrest people and prosecute them. So the point I'm making is that our people must continue to demand for their rights. Do you understand me? Yes. And we are with you. Once you are ready to fight for your rights. We are here today on behalf of progressive lawyers. Are you with me? Yes. To offer that we are going to defend them pro bono, free of charge. And for Baba, we want to tell you, the ECOWAS court, ECOWAS court gave a judgment last year in your favor.
Yes, sir.
We are going to ensure that that judgment is complied with. Again, I'm issuing a statement today to commend the president of Liberia. We won a case in that court 2 years ago, where the court ordered that the people of Nimba County, whose land was taken during the war, should be returned to them. The president of those, so that you can let these people know we are not a primitive people. The president of that country has just issued an executive order to ensure the implementation of that judgment. And among the people, the committee set up, those who are affected are members. So that is what is going on. So, Baba, we are asking the government to comply with the judgment of ECOWAS. And in our statement, we are asking the government of Nigeria to emulate the good example of Liberia, so that all judgments of the ECOWAS court, including the one on waterfront, will be complied with. Thank you very much.